Young adults, teenagers, they're growing up in such a different world than we did, and they're going through the trial and error of social media. Joining me now is pediatric psychologist Dr. Ann Louise Lockhart to teach us some tools to promote positive social media habits. Good morning, Dr. Lockhart.
Good morning, Haley.
So before I don't even really know what positive habits online really are. So just tell me, I'm guessing that since these kids are living in a world where they have access to the internet, it's not really realistic to totally shield them from it. And in fact, there are some positive things out there that they should be engaging with. So what are positive habits that they should have? Explain to me what that really means and list out what they are.
Yes, that's a great question. So the thing is, we are in the digital age right now, and teenagers are online, on media, on devices, on virtual reality. And one of the biggest responsibilities as parents that we have is to teach them these healthy habits. So that might be time management. So how to manage your time, and that's a big tool that Meta has, and I'll talk about that in a moment. Being able to be intentional about the decisions that you make in terms of the people that you follow, the messages that you send, how you engage with others, should you delete the message that you're about to send. So I really see the impulse control, being intentional, time management, and really being able to manage their thoughts and emotions while they're on those devices. So who am I following and why? Why am I looking at this? Why have I been scrolling for so long? And all of those are healthy or intentional, safe, appropriate habits that they can use while they're online. And it's really up to us as parents and caregivers to teach them and model that, hopefully, for them.
Sure. One good thing to model too. I was talking to a pediatrician recently, and she talked about how when she comes in the room to talk to parents, the parents often hand their child a screen so that they're quiet while they're talking to the doctor. But we should really be teaching them to engage with the people who are talking to us, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. So that they know when you're at dinner, when you're with a doctor, when you're in the waiting room, when you're just feeling bored, you don't have to busy yourself being on the screens, but it's about really the intentionality behind it and teaching them how to have good conversations. So whether that's face-to-face and also online, it's really teaching them all of those different habits.
Yeah, our kids think that we're really just trying to bore them to death, but it's not about that. What are the tools that we can use to manage their time online? Are teens supposed to be responsible for this themselves, or is it the parents telling them how much time they can spend on screens?
So it's a collaborative process, because some teens will do a really great job at it and others maybe not so much. So what Meta has is a family center, and they have over 30 tools to be able to help parents and teens make these decisions together. So for example, one tool is quiet mode. So one thing I hear a lot as a psychologist to teens is they get these notifications and it derails them. It messes with their time and their intentionality. So quiet mode on Instagram is where the teen can actually set to turn off notifications. The app tells other people that they're in quiet mode, and if they get a DM, it tells the sender, hey, this person's in quiet mode. So that's a really great one to be intentional, manage their time, to get focused and motivated on the things that they need to actually get done. Another tool is a take a break reminder. So if they've been scrolling, again, the time management piece, if they've been scrolling for more than 10 to 30 minutes, a big message pops up and says, hey, it's time for you to take a break. And honestly, when I first heard this, I'm like, are they going to follow this?
Right,
and what we found is over 44% of teens, when they get this message, they actually do it.
So I'm wondering, at what age do they understand the benefit to them not being on screens? Because I have a 4-year-old. I'm a little concerned because he only has like a little leapfrog game, but he becomes obsessed with following the ABCs on the screen. So I just am worried about what's to come. At what age do they understand, it's not healthy to be on this all the time?
Right. Well, that's why as parents we model that, right? So the Family Center, the supervision tools helps parents to set those time limits. So they can set up how much time the teen is on the device, how much time they're on it during the week, on the weekends, when it turns off, when it turns on. So all of those different things that can help them. And really it depends on your child's and your teen's maturity level. So that's why having these collaborative discussions are so important, so that they understand why you're setting these boundaries and these limits. and they also understand how to manage their time for themselves, so they can say, okay, I'm going to do my homework from this time, my chores for this time, I'm going to be on social media, exercise, and we're really helping them to be intentional about what they're doing on social media. So it's having these discussions repeatedly over and over so that they can get that modeled for them and they understand why we're setting this in place for them.
Yeah, repetition is the word of the day every day for parents. Dr. Ann Louise Lockhart, pediatric psychologist, thank you for joining me this morning. I appreciate your time.
Thank you, Haley.